Hey guys, it's Penguin here, and welcome back to another gold making video. Today we are going to be discussing the Darkmoon Faire, because this week is clearly the Darkmoon Faire, and we are going to be discussing exactly how to use the fair to your advantage as a gold maker. Now, there are plenty things that this fair does for you. For example, there's XP boost, there's cosmetics, all like that, but today we are going to be focusing just on the strictly gold making things and how to make the most gold basically during this event. Now, this event always lasts the first full week of the month, and currently that is the week of Monday, the March 8th. You guys will see this video on March 9th. So if you are watching this video a few days in advance, possibly this fair could be over. However, it happens once a month, so you can always catch the next one. So we're going to break this down into 3 parts. We're going to be talking about bosses, fishing, and then tickets and overall vendors. So the first thing we're going to be talking about are the 2 world bosses that there are that could actually give you some gold. And the first one I am actually already in the location in. This is the little cave that is right to the bottom right of the Darkmoon Island. It is right here. Basically what I do is I walk down here and I basically swim my way to this beach and then just make my way up to the cave. Now this cave, what's special about it is that it has the possibility to spawn the Darkmoon Rabbit, which is a world boss, which you basically just go and kill. It will be sitting about right here or in the cave, just possibly anywhere right here. Now, the good thing about killing the rabbit is that he drops 1 Darkmoon Rabbit, which is a battle pet. Now, basically, anybody can tag him and anybody can kill him. However, he only drops 1 rabbit per kill. So if there's 5 people that's killing him, only 1 of those people are going to receive the Darkmoon Rabbit. And if we look it up, currently on my realm, it's going for about 28k with a region average on US for about 30k. So this is the rabbit right here. And yes, this is the first boss that you can kill. And there is about a 36-hour respawn. So it takes about 2 days, 1.5 to 2 days to actually spawn this rabbit once you kill it. So you can always park a character here, etc. And yes, so that is the first world boss. Alright, we are in our second location, and this is for the second world boss called Moonfang. She is basically the den wolf, and she spawns right here, which is to the northern area, to the left, up behind the Darkmoon Faire. Basically, you can tell because there are cages in the tree, and there's this little light spot right here, and this is where she will spawn. Now, to actually kill her, you will need a group because they are quite powerful. Unlike the Darkmoon Rabbit, which you can easily kill solo, this one will take a little bit, and so it's probably best to have a group. But of course, if this one is up, there's probably going to be a ton of people flocking to it, so that's okay. Now, the good thing about her is that there's multiple different loot drops. We have one that drops a quest, which you can turn in for 10 tickets for the Darkmoon Tickets. You will drop a quest called the Moonfang Pelt, which you can turn in for 10 tickets. And then she also has the ability to drop 2 pets as well as a battle pet. So, if we look at the prices, as you can see, the Moonfang Paw as well as the Shroud, they go for about 4,000, 1,000, 3,000, so they're kind of cheap. However, they are a cool toy and a collector's item, and they have a really good sell rate, so that's a few 1,000 gold that you can get right off that. And then you have the battle pet right here, which is Moon. It also drops from her, and currently it goes for about 30k on my realm, as well as the region market average for US being about 35k. So this world boss is really good because you have the chance of dropping 2 toys as well as a battle pet, and you also get the quest, which you can turn in for 10 Darkmoon tickets. So these are the 2 different world bosses that you have. You have the rabbit down in the cave, and then you have Moonfang up here in the wolf den. So these are those 2 world bosses, and the next thing we're going to be talking about is fishing. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be talking about fishing, And fishing, I feel like personally, is one of the biggest things that you could be doing at the Darkmoon Faire. And slowly over the years, due to nerfs, they've become a little bit less valuable. However, there are still value that you can find in fishing. So the main thing that you are going to fish up is Darkmoon dagger mauls, which are the fish and the currency at the Darkmoon Faire. And you will also be able to farm up crates, which will drop the Darkmoon Firewater, which all of you should know. The Darkmoon Firewater is the potion that gatherers use to speed up skinning, mining, and herbalism. So those are the two main eye-catching things that you get from fishing. And so the first thing we're going to be going over is what we use the Darkmoon dagger mauls for. So as you can see, there's a lot of recipes that you can buy, and there's a lot of toys, and you can either turn fish into Darkmoon Firewater. Now, these are all good ways to spend your money if you are a completionist and you want all the recipes or anything like that. However, the most important things we're going to look at are the 2 pets as well as the mount. So, the big reason why people want Darkmoon dagger mauls is for the Darkwater Skate, which is one of the aquatic mounts in the game. Currently, it is just a big stingray, looks about like this, and you can only get it during the Darkmoon Faire. Now, it costs 500 fish, however, it is buying on pickup, which means you have to sell the fish, you cannot sell the mount. So what you can do is you can post the fish on the auction house. Currently, it looks like the fish were reset to 65 gold because somebody probably bought it out for the mount itself, but on average, it goes for about 28 gold on my server with a region market average about 27. So we could take those numbers, multiply it by 500, and that is the average cost of this mount. So what you can do is if you don't want to post the fish just on the auction house itself, then you can advertise in trade chat saying I am selling the Darkmoon water skate, and say you're selling it for 15k or 20k or whatever. And once you get somebody that wants to do that, then you trade them the 500 fish and they give you the 20k or whatever you want to sell it at. So that is also another way to go about it if you don't want to sell the fish on the auction house. Now, if you do not have enough fish or you want to turn them into battle pets, there are 2 that you can buy with your fish. The first one is Blorb's Bubble, which goes for about 5k, region market average, and you have the Translucent Shell, which is the crab, the Ghost Shell Crab, which goes for about 5k. Currently, the Blorb is not on my auction house, however, the Ghost Shell is, and it goes for a little under 5k. I will say, in the past, the feast have been very good. This one right here used to be a big hitter back before Shadowlands because it was used for people who just want a little bit of a boost, and they were the cheap feast. However, they were nerfed, and so you cannot use them above level 50. However, they came back and released the extra fancy Darkmoon Feast, which you can now buy and level 50s and above, so max levels can actually use this. So, if you did used to sell the feast back in the day, definitely might be worth picking up the extra fancy feast, so you can start selling them again. So yeah, both of these feasts, they're basically the same. They are both increasing your versatility for 20 minutes, and healing you for your health and mana, etc. So definitely something you can look into if you want. But yes, those are the 2 recipes as well as the 2 battle pets and the mount that are very good for fishing. Be ready for anything. Now, when we actually talk about fishing, there are 2 methods that you can do. Now, you could fish just in open water, like all of these people are doing, and you will catch plenty of fish. You also have a chance to get the bloated sharks, which drop even more fish, and etc. You can also fish up crates, which have a small chance of dropping Darkmoon Firewaters, or the potions. Now, the only requirement for this is for you to have a fishing rod and for you to have level 100 fishing. If you do not have level 100 fishing, then you could fish up until that point and you will not receive dagger mauls until you reach that threshold. The second way to farm this is to find the debris in the water, which are all scattered around the rim of the water. The ones on the map right now are not all of them. They are just the areas that I have found and fished in the past, and so they're showing up on my map. So what you can do is you can fish and you can run around the border of the fair and make sure you are only fishing in debris, and this will strictly get you a ton of potions. Almost guaranteed every single time you fish out of a pool, you will get a crate, which means you will have multiple crates, which gives you a ton of potions. So if you strictly want the fire water and you're not really caring too much about the fish, this is the best way to do it. You just search all the debris and fish from all of it, and that will get you a ton of potions compared to just a ton of fish. So yeah, that's basically it for fishing. All you're going to want to do is either fish up your potions, fish up your fish, and you can either turn your fish into feast, turn them into battle pets, or you can sell them on the auction house for people who want to buy them out, as well as selling it on Trade Chat. So yeah, that is fishing, and now we are going to be talking about tickets. Now, the big reason why you want to gather Darkmoon tickets is for Replica Gear as well as battle pets. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is this gear. So what this is that it is Replica Gear of the first few base sets of the game that you cannot really obtain anymore, or it's very hard to obtain. So people buy the replica cosmetic gear in order to use them on their characters. There are currently 2 different people that sell them, and they're right over here, which is in this first tent of the 3 over here. So if you open it and it's empty, that is because you need to make sure you go down and hit all, and you have 8 pages of this gear. Now this gear ranges from 55 tickets all the way up to 75, and each gear is something different. For example, if you hover over, it clearly says that it's for cosmetic use only, and it gets you a ton of the really nice cosmetic gear from back in the day that people want. Now, if you use my server prices, these all go for somewhere between 50k each, with the upwards of it being 54. You have the upwards of it being 122, but I will say these are very slow sellers. Currently, I do not sell these pieces of gear on my realm because, yes, they are priced super high, but it takes forever for me to sell them, and normally to sell them, I have to drop the price to about 10 to 20k to actually get them to sell, so that is why I personally do not do this. However, you need to know that all your servers are different, and if you hover over, as you can see, it does have a pretty good sell rate of 0.04, so I wouldn't say don't knock it till you try it. So I've tried this plenty of times before, and it just doesn't work for me, but remember, I'm also on a lower pop, so if this is something you want to try out, feel free to do so. It costs anywhere between 55 to 75 tickets. And yeah, so that is the first big ticket sink that you can go in with your tickets. Alright, the second big ticket sink that you can do, and what I personally do, is investing into the battle pets. Also, sorry if you hear my dog barking, she's going crazy. But these are 7 battle pets that you can buy for 90 tickets each, and as well as some of the mounts. However, the mounts are bind on pickup, so they're strictly just for you and you cannot sell them. However, these are all Darkmoon pets, which sell for lots and lots of money. Basically, we have a Zeppelin, we have the tank, the balloon, the turtle, the cub, the monkey, and the hatchling. Now, if we go onto the auction house, type in Darkmoon. As you can see, all of these pets are going anywhere between 11,000 to about 16,000, and the hatchling is actually up to 93,000, as you can see, but the actual hatchling right here is 16, so you kind of have to be careful with that. And of course, you have the monkey on the low end for about 3,000 gold. So, on average, 90 tickets can get you about 15,000 gold. Buying the turtle, buying the Zeppelin, and buying the hatchling is probably your best bet, because that will get you to the 15,000 gold range. But all of these have an average, region market average for about 13, 12k. They all have around a 10k market average. So if you have 90 tickets to spend, you should probably spend them on these pets if you are not doing the Replica Gear, because this is also another good way to make some gold during this Darkmoon Faire. So how exactly do I get Darkmoon tickets? That is one of the big questions, because yes, you can buy things, but how do you get the tickets? So there are multiple ways, however, we are going to go off of the big ways before. So as I said before, if you kill Moonfang, which is one of the world bosses, you will get a quest to turn in, which will give you 10 tickets right off the bat. What you can also do are that there are artifacts in the game, which reward anywhere between 5 and 15 Darkmoon tickets each, and you can only do this once per character. Now, these include all of the different items, like the monstrous egg right there. We have the Soothe Sayer right there. We have the crystal right here, and they all go anywhere between 100 and 1,000 gold each, and there are so you can do this once per character, and if you buy all 9 and turn them in, you will get 85 tickets. So doing the world boss and doing these artifacts, each character, you will already have enough for either like almost 2 pieces of the Replica Gear or 1 battle pet. The second thing you can do is profession quest, which there is 1 for every profession, and it will give you about 4 tickets each. So if you do that on each character and you have your 2 professions on each character, you will get about 8 tickets per character from your profession quest. Now, there are also daily minigame quests which you can do. Just go up to all the minigames and you can complete them. All the minigames give you a prize if you win, and it normally contains a few tickets. There are also the daily quest for actually completing them, which will give you a prize as well with a few tickets in there. So you could, on average, if you do all of the dailies with the minigames, you can get about 42 tokens a day, every day when the Darkmoon Faire is happening. Also, you have the 2 racing games, which you are either flying in the air or you are on your racing strider, and you could do those each day for about 14 tokens. And lastly, you have your battle pets, which there are 2 pet battles that you could complete, which will reward you about 15 tickets per day, one giving 10 tickets and one giving 5 tickets. And the good thing about this is that you will get your pet supplies for winning, which have a chance of dropping Sid the Squid, which goes for about anywhere between 5 to 20k, and you also get your Darkmoon Eye, which goes for about 12k. So the good thing about this is you can do this once per day, and you'll get about your 15 tickets, as well as the possibility to get battle pets. So with that, you can get 181 tickets right off the bat on your first day of the Darkmoon Faire if you do every quest I just listed, as well as turning in the artifacts. And if you do the pet battles every single day, you can add 105 tickets to that, making it come to 286 tickets from doing all of the quests and everything like that. That is not including the dailies, which you can do. But yes, on average, at least if you do the dailies at least once, and then you do the battle pets every single day, you will make at least 286 tickets. If you come back every single day and then do every single daily, then this ticket amount will be a lot more. But yes, reminder, you can do this on every character and everything like that. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. This was a long video, however, I discussed basically everything you need to know about gold making with the Darkmoon Faire. I know there's a lot of videos like this out there, but I thought I should just do an updated one because a lot of them are from pre-Shadowlands, and just to make sure if anybody is new to the gold making scene, they have a video to actually relate to and go back to during the Darkmoon Faire. So yeah, guys, I hope you see this week and you get down there and you make some tickets, you play some games, and you make some gold. So make sure you guys join the Discord down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch. We are streaming a lot more recently. And have a good day.